How do you like the coffee?
It's amazing. Did a really good job.
Thank you. So the first question is, how would you describe your music to an alien who has never listened to music before in general?
Okay. Well, I mean, it's mostly very sad for the most part, and I like it when the music goes through, like, it feels like it's going through your brain. So I try to do that as well. Like, it feels like it hits, like, right in here.
Like surround sound?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so what initially inspired your single Eyes of a Deer?
So I love, like, the, like, figurative language, like, metaphors and stuff, so I was focusing on, like, a deer in the headlights for this one, and, like, the feeling that surrounds that, and also, like, anxiety, like, feel it, like, being, like, caught,
Yeah.
frozen, like a deer in the headlights.
And it was, like, connected to the tears in the water. The tears in the water as well. It was, like,
Yeah.
simile. How did you come up with that?
It just like came to me.
Wow.
One night.
Amazing. So what is the Goldilocks zone?
Well, the Goldilocks zone is where we live. And my dad was like, what if you made your album named the Goldilocks Zone? And I thought about it, because I'm usually like, no, immediately to, like, his music ideas, like what he tells me to do. Because I'm my own person. But this one, I thought about it, and it made sense. It just felt right.
Yeah, it's a good name. So it's like your neighborhood?
Well, no, it's the galaxy, like, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's where we live, the Goldilocks zone. It's, like, just right. It's not too, yeah.
So, like, where everyone lives.
The Earth is.
The Earth is. So, did you film the music video for Eyes of a Deer, and what was the process like?
Well, yeah, I'm a one-man band, you know what I mean? So, I gotta do everything myself. And so the cul-de-sac that I'm in, everything is, like, right by my house, and I just went, like, with my guitar, set up the camera, and just, like, filmed it all in, like, a couple days, I think, over the summer. Yeah.
Nice. It was just you and the camera?
It was just me and the camera.
So you're preparing for the release of your new album. What should we be expecting or looking forward to in this new release?
You should be expecting, well, not to cry, but just to, like, to feel, like, somber, you know? If you actually decide to listen to the whole thing, which I hope at least a couple people will.
I will.
Then maybe expect to, like, one tear to fall from your eye, if you feel like doing that.
Are the songs going to be, like, related to each other, or is it?
I try to make them related as much as I can.
Is it going to be in sequence, like a story, or?
Maybe. I mean, they are all connected in, like, a certain way, but maybe, like, other people won't really, like, notice how. Yeah.
Okay. So your music is very personal to you.
Yeah.
Are your songs, like, based off of real people and memories?
Some of them are. Some of them I just, like, I like plays on words and, like, puns. I love puns. So sometimes we start with that, but then I realize later, like, oh, that, like, makes sense for, like, this exact thing that was happening when I wrote that.
Interesting. So you realize after that.
Yeah.
So why do you have a cross on your head in the album cover?
Oh, because it's, like, the target.
The target of what?
Like, if, like, when you're, like, shooting, it's a target. And so it did, I guess, on top of the fact that I'm in the headlights about to get hit by a car, like, I guess someone's, like, trying to shoot at me too. So we're really, like, doubly in danger.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool. Elaborate on your fear of elevators.
Oh, okay. I know who told you this.
I found it on your YouTube bio.
Okay. Well,
So-
yeah, I'm really putting it out there.
I didn't say anything.
Well, it's really... Well, like, I don't understand people who don't have a fear of elevators. And I try to avoid them as much as possible because, I mean, like, you're in a box going up. And, like, going up or down, I guess, depending on where you are. But it could just fall. Or, like, when the moment right before the doors open and you're kind of just, like, staying still, that's really scary.
Yeah.
That, like, you don't know if the doors are gonna open, and it makes my heart go, like... and it makes my hands all sweaty, too. It's
So,
bad.
like, right when the elevator stops before the doors open.
Yeah, that's the scariest part. I like elevators with windows. That's the only ones I
Really?
can do. So I can see where I am.
What if it's really high up?
I'm not gonna go. I'm taking the stairs 17 floors up.
So, do you think you express, like, different emotions through different art mediums, like music versus visual arts or acting?
Yeah, I think, like, music, I can, like, be more specific, and it's, like, more about how I feel, and then my art is more general and kind of about everything, because art is not really about, I mean, my art is still personal, but it's not about, like, that one time when someone did something horrible and I was like, I'm so mad at you. It's more about my entire life.
Yeah, it kind of
Yeah.
just encapsulates your personality.
And, like, the past.
I see.
Yeah.
But, like, so then music is kind of just in the moment.
Yeah, music is, like, all the little moments. Or me, like, processing things, I guess. Yeah.
So you're also a visual artist and actor. In what ways do your mediums collide with each other?
Okay. So I do make art, like, for all of my songs, just because it's really fun to, like, find little, like, drawings or scraps of things or make new drawings that fit exactly with the song that I just made, and then you can kind of see what you're hearing at the same time as, like, listening to the song. And I really like multimedia, where you feel like you're, like, absolutely surrounded by, like, art. You're not just looking at it, you're not just hearing it.
Do you draw while you songwrite?
Yeah, in my like in my notebook, I like to doodle on the side, or sometimes if I don't feel like writing anything, I'll just draw instead.
So will we be able to see you perform live one day?
If that's in the cards, I don't know. I do open mic nights sometimes, so if you happen to be at Jeweled Universe on a Thursday, maybe.
Ooh, okay. So you mentioned that you were a part of 25 musicals. What were some of your favorite ones, and what roles did you play?
I was in The Wicked Whiz of a Wizard in the Wacky Wonderful World of Oz, which was like a mashup of all of the Wizard of Oz's. And I played Galinda, which was really fun. But that was in 5th grade, so we're going back a while. And then I was also in one of, like, I was in a Sundown film for, like, Loxa Cinematics, and that was really fun because it was a horror movie.
You were
So
good.
I tried.
Oh yeah, I think I watched it. It was really amazing.
Yeah, it was just really fun to film, and I liked acting scared. They're like, we need a blonde girl preferably blonde girl who's really nervous, for this part, and I was like, that's me.
I remember.
Like, come on.
I remember the 8th grade play that you did, and it was like this similar role where you were scared.
Oh yeah, wait, the scene night?
Yeah, you did such a good job on that one.
I don't think I did. I mean, I don't think I have like any video of it, but that's good.
No,
like,
I
don't
remember you did
know.
amazing. But what was
Wait,
the
you were
horror-
in one too?
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that.
Okay, we're not talking about you right now.
Yeah. So, what was the horror movie called?
It was called In the Garden. Yeah.
Okay, for
If you
all the
really
people
wanna
out there.
Directed
Dig
by
deep in
Max
there.
Schneiderman.
Directed by Max Snyderman.
Okay.
Snyderman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're really looking for it, I'm sure you can find it.
You're gonna get
Video.
super fan stalkers.
Yeah.
What is your songwriting process like?
Well, I mean, it's kind of different every time, but I do tend to write the lyrics, like, in my bed at night, first, and then if I, like, come across something I think is, like, actually worthy of being a lyric in the song, then I kind of, like, pick up, like, get my guitar and then, like, think of how it might sound if it were something, like, musically. Because it's kind of hard to find, like, a tune that, like, fits perfectly with the words.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it just doesn't sound right.
Do you like mix and match scraps of it?
Yeah, If I have, like, a couple pages back, if something, like, relates to, like, what I just wrote, I'll be like, okay, cool. And then I write it all on a new page, and then we kind of just add on every time.
Ooh. So how would you describe the inside of your mind if it were a place?
It would be mostly like fluffy clouds and goats. There would be some goats in there too, but then there would be like a corner where like everything's super scary, but then like the rest of it, like 90% of it would be like really nice and happy. You just don't go to that corner where everything's scary.
I see. Do the goats eat the clouds?
I would hope so. Yeah.
Is there an elevator in the corner?
Yes. That's 5% of the 10%. It's just full of elevators that we just don't go near. The alarms are going off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why were you inside of a volcano?
Well, I was in Iceland, and it was very scary. I had to go on an elevator for this, and so I went to Iceland with my family, and we decided to go to this volcano that's like the only one in the world that's like not full of lava. For some inexplicable reason. They don't know why it all drained out. So it's just this huge empty cavern, and we had to walk with like harnesses over the mouth of the volcano, which is 400 feet down, and we had to go onto this window washing machine and go 400 feet down to the bottom of the volcano, which is 100 feet taller than the Statue of Liberty. If I'm not mistaken. So it was really scary, and I was on an elevator that time, and I thought I was gonna die, but it was actually really cool down there, and they just let us go at the bottom of a volcano, and we were like climbing around on the rocks.
Oh, that's fun. So was it difficult, like, first deciding to release your music, and what pushed you to release your music?
Well, I mean, I kind of, for a while, I was just, like, thinking about it, and I had, like, all of these songs, and I was like, what am I doing with all of these songs? Like, if no one's gonna hear them, like, I'm just writing them for myself, and that's okay. But why not just make it official? And it was kind of just, like, a who's gonna stop me kind of thing. And then I wrote the song Eyes of a Deer, and I thought it might be a good one to release.
Yeah. growing up, do you think there were any factors which led you to your passion for art?
Well, for visual art, my mom is an art teacher, like an oil painting teacher, very classical. So that definitely influenced like visual arts. But on the music side, no one in my family is musical at all. So I'm just doing it on my own. Yeah, no one in my family plays an instrument, so except for my dad, he tries.
He tries. Do you remember like first getting it? What was your first instrument?
I got a guitar in 2nd grade, and we were like, it was for guitar club at my school, and they like, so I played at the Greek Theater at Bach and Rock Shakespeare, I think, something like that. It was a big moment. We all got to go on the Greek Theater stage. It was awesome.
Do you remember, like, did you actively pursue guitar, or was it, like, just kind of...
Back then, not at all. I was very bored of it. And I also played piano for 4 years, but I quit because it was very classical, and my teacher was not great, and she was always telling me that I had bad posture. And she just got on my nerves a lot. So I kind of quit until like 9th grade, like not 9th grade, like summer between 8th and 9th. I picked it up again, and I just like stuck with it since then.
Are you gonna write a hate song about your piano teacher?
Oh, maybe I already have. You don't know. I think that would be kind of mean though, because she was like nice. She just like maybe not so nice to me, but she was like a sweet person.
Was she?
Just not a good teacher, I think.
I see.
Yeah.
What are your 3 top artists currently?
Well, I love Caroline Polachek. She's pretty cool. I also love some Fan Club Wallet and Slow Pulp, which are all kind of the same genre. Well, not the first one, actually. They're all very sad, except for Caroline Polachek.
Do you remember the book that you published in 2nd or 3rd grade?
Yeah. How did you find that? Okay. Okay. Sure. Yeah, The Fight of the Golden Dragon. I don't know if you could find it anywhere, but it's a real book. I published it, I wrote it. Not illustrated by me. Illustrated by some random person. It was for this, like, after-school program. Yeah. Wrote a book.
What was the story?
Yeah, what was it about?
It was it's pretty self-explanatory. It's about a fight between a golden dragon and then the city, and there's this girl who's like training to fight the dragon, and then she like goes over there, and all she has is like a mop, but like the dragon is afraid of water, so it works out, and then she saves everyone.
Awesome.
Yeah, and becomes respected. Yeah.
It's like women's rights.
It is. It's a feminist novel about feminism.
Amazing.
Yeah.
A woman's rights activist in
In
was it
second grade.
2nd grade. Wow.
Yes.
What are some of your hobbies besides
My
art?
hobbies, so besides art, cause like, that's a hard question. I used to roller skate a lot.
Ooh.
If that counts.
Did you do roller derby?
No, I wanted to, but my mom wouldn't let me, cause
It's dangerous.
like apparently people break bones. But like, she got me a book called Roller Girl.
Oh my god, I was obsessed with that book.
And I was like, why buy me that book? if you don't want me to do roller derby, that book was sick.
You know, Edric wants to go to Moonlight with everybody.
Really?
Yeah.
I
should
mean,
do that.
we can all go with
Yeah.
Edric.
While doing an
Shout
interview.
out to Edric.
Shout out Edric.
You're pretty cool.
Edric.ja on Instagram.
Edric, our love. What is something that you could talk about for like hours?
I could talk about, you know the Land of Stories,
Oh my
books,
God.
like the series? This is going back a while, but like, if you asked me anything about those books, I would love to talk about them because they changed my life.
I
Yeah.
remember those.
It was a big deal.
Who was your favorite character?
The Alex, the main girl, I think. I mean,
Why?
that's kind of basic because she's the main character. But like, she was just awesome.
Was there like any specific reasons?
I think by the end she got like some magical powers, and I was just like, I could see that being me. Like, if they just gave me a chance, if I got a magical storybook, like, I could do that. Yeah.
You're the next Alex.
Someone just give me a chance.
How many times have you reread that book?
Well, I read the entire series, and then I think I read like the first two again. But this was a while ago. It's going far back. So almost twice. Maybe I should revisit
Yeah.
the series.
So who would you play if you were in the movie? Like, if they made a movie out of it?
Well, I mean, if they make it like 20 years in the future, I'm gonna be Mother Goose, obviously. But if they make it right now, please, Alex, someone help me. Also, I just love Chris Colfer, and he's the one who wrote it, like, from
Amazing.
Glee. So
Oh, I see.
it just.
Are you a Glee fan?
I'm a Glee fan. I am. Who's not a Glee fan?
I haven't watched it.
You should. You should. There's some problems with it. We all know this. But the majority of this show is perfect. Some problems. But it's amazing. It is. Yeah.
Are there any shows that you're watching currently?
No. I just finished Severance, which is fun. But they don't have a second season yet, so that's kind of sad. And I don't think they're gonna have a second season, so I'm never gonna figure out what happens.
You're just gonna be waiting?
Yeah, my whole life. It was a good show. I recommend it. But other than that, nothing really.
Okay. Any final words?
What do you want the people to know? Em?
Yeah, what do you
Okay.
want the people to know?
I want the people to know that I have a goal of making $1 off of Spotify.
I will make that happen.
And this means that 37 people need to listen to my album all the way through. So if you have 20 minutes out of your day, out of like off the course of like 3 days, even if you want to spread this out, please help me out. It's just I want to make $1.
Does it have
like-
to be 37 separate people, or can I listen to it 37 times?
You do you. That's just a goal of mine, and I hope I could accomplish it, because that would be pretty cool. No pressure, but also check it out.
Any just final words as a whole? Final inspirational words.
Don't give up. If you want to release a song, do it, because no one's gonna stop you. And that's what I say. Like, I recorded half of. I also want to say that I recorded half of this album on my earbud microphone.
Whoa.
So you're in for a treat.
Also,
My last one, Eyes of a Deer, was too. So half of this album is recorded with a real microphone.
Yay.
Yay. I got one.
Anyone can do it. All you need is headphones.
Yeah, all you need is headphones and a computer and a guitar and a bass and a voice. That's optional though.
Yeah.
Like the blizzard